Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I figured today I'd do an updated cost of living video for here in Spain. The last one I did, I was in a smaller apartment down on the Costa del Sol. Now I'm up in the Costa Blanca in Benidorm in a 3-bedroom apartment. So I'll give you my numbers. I'm just gonna go with the averages this time. So the averages over like a 3-month period. Anyways, we'll get right into it and we'll start with some of the annual or yearly amounts that I have to pay. So the biggest annual expense, of course, is healthcare. That runs 661 euros a year. That's just for myself. Of course, that's going to vary depending on age, pre-existing conditions, all that kind of stuff. But that's how much I pay for just myself. The other annual fee that I have is Amazon Prime, which is much cheaper over here in Spain, and that runs $49.90 a year. And that's fantastic because that includes also the Amazon Music, Amazon Video, and then of course your free shipping on all your packages and all the other benefits that come along with that. So the other annual fee that I have is the community fees for my building. It's 120 euros a year. That includes private garbage collection. We don't bring that out to the street. It's collected right from in our gated parking lot. We also have like a building administrator. We have no mailboxes in the building, so she gets the mail and delivers it. She also deals with all the tradespeople coming in and out and kind of any other building requirements that come up. So that's only 120 euros a year, which is fantastic. So we'll get into the monthly expenses. This is where, of course, the bulk of it comes from. It's going to be my rent. That's 1,250 euros a month. That's for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath apartment, fully renovated. If you want to check it out, there's a link on the channel or a link below to the video on the channel. So my electric bill averages out to be about 75 euros a month, which is not too bad. Of course, that fluctuates a tiny bit. One month it was 82, you know, some months a little lower, but 75 on average. Water is actually included in my rent, so I do not have a water bill. All right, so next is our dining out, what we spend up here in the Benidorm region. We tend to eat out a fair bit, so we spend about 600 euros a month dining out, which is actually quite reasonable for the amount that we're actually out dining out. So not too bad overall. So our entertainment costs, they run us about $300 a month. Now we like to take in a lot of shows here in the Benidorm area, and they do not charge a cover or a ticket price. You basically just buy a drink or two or however many you want. So we like to do that. That's where a lot of our entertainment money goes to, is the shows around town, comedians, singers, and acts like that. And that works out to about $300 or 300 euros a month. So the next expense is our cell phones and internet. So we have 2 cell phones and the fastest internet that Orange offers, and our data, I believe, is unlimited and it works all over Europe. So if you're traveling, you just turn on your roaming and there's no additional fee. That runs us for everything only 75 euros a month, which is fantastic. I've been with Orange since I started in Spain and I highly recommend them. So another large expense, of course, is our groceries per month, which runs us 700 euros. But in the groceries, I'm including all the cleaning supplies, any beer or wine that we're buying, along with food, toilet paper, paper towel, Swiffer, you know, all that kind of stuff is included. So it's not, we're not spending just 700 euros on food, it's 700 on everything, deodorant, you know, body wash, all that kind of stuff. So 700 euros a month is on average what we're spending on groceries. And I'm a sucker for Carrefour and I gotta buy everything that's new. So that might be part of the reason why it's so expensive. So another expense is transportation, and we use the public bus as much as we can when we're not walking somewhere. So basically we have the card, we just share that. You can share that between you and your partner. We put about 20 euros a month on that. You just top it up with the driver. You bring the cash, he'll load it right there and then. Simple program, but we don't always use the 20 euros, depends how much we're out and about. But we use it to go get over to do a hike or get over to the beaches, of course, up to Finistrat where all the shops are and stuff. So about 20 euros on average is our top up. We do use taxis, but not on a regular basis, really only if we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere and there's no bus service, we'll use a taxi. Or if we get a big haul from one of the big box stores like Carrefour or Media Market, like I'm buying a TV or something like that, then we'll take a cab. And to get it from Finistrat kind of into Avenida Mediterraneo, that kind of area here in Benidorm, that'll run you about 10 euros, give or take, of course, time of day. And sometimes they add a little fee on if you have like a big TV, which is really minimal. I think it's like €1 or €1.50 extra. So yeah, about 10 euros though. So I also have YouTube Premium, which runs me €11.99 a month. So that gives me the ability, of course, to download videos. You have no ads, and it also gives you access to YouTube Music. I swear by it. I could not watch the ads on YouTube, the amount that they place on videos now. And that's not me, that's Google doing that. But yeah, well, and other creators that are monetized. But yeah, YouTube Premium, love it. And I use the music and the downloads. If you travel a lot like we do, it's super nice to just download your videos for the plane or the train. So the last expense is haircuts, and I go a lot more frequently. I like to keep her nice and short. That'll run me 12 euros at my local shop, nothing fancy. So that's a reasonable price. Shelly, of course, goes much less often. With a cut and a dye, I think she pays about 80 euros, but she's not going weekly, or I think it's maybe every 3 or 4 weeks she goes. So pretty reasonable, especially if you're comparing it back to North America. So on average, with everything tallied up, I'm spending about 3,100 euros a month, give or take. Of course, some months that's much less because we just don't do as much. And of course, if it's Christmas, that budget goes up. But the value for your money here is really good. Of course, the produce and the meats in the stores is impeccable. Most of it's grown right here, obviously. If you compare it back to the costs in Canada, Canada is out of control right now. They skyrocketed everything in that country. It's almost unaffordable for a lot of people. So paying 3,100 for some of the best fruits, meats, and beer and stuff, which is another thing. They price beer properly and wine. It's very affordable for everyone. And the lifestyle that you get here, you can go outside every day. People are generally happier, I find, over here. So for $3,100 a month, I'm very happy, and you could do it for much less. You could get a smaller apartment, and you know, if you don't want to go out as much, of course you'll save a ton of money. I hope this video helps give you kind of a clear, maybe not a clear, but hopefully give you an idea of what some of your budgeting costs may be. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.